And hello, good evening. How's everyone doing? We are live on all our Facebook groups. Curt's with us as well. We're going to bring all our DFI members in, so we'll admit them all in. And in the Inner Circle Mentoring group, guys, you will see the link to get in here. Let me spotlight a few of us here a minute. Spotlight, add to spotlight, and bring up Curt as well.
Hello, everybody.
How's everyone doing?
Everyone's wandering on in.
Awesome.
So good. We'll get everyone in as always. We invited Curt on again because he showed me something really amazing today, and I thought I've got to share it with you guys. Just you get to see this as well. And he has done a crazy, amazing offer, which the word free comes into it for a month. But we'll come to that in a minute. And so we want to share that. And then the good news is last week was a car crash with a pest control site. We've got it resolved. We found out what happened. And we'll talk about these things that do happen. There was an update in WordPress and on some of the hosts, and the way the files get transferred over has stopped working until WordPress fixes it. So what we've done is I've been talking about using WP Vivid to do the installs, and I've been playing around, and I'm aiming for Monday to have the WP Vivid versions live in the members area, but we'll come on to that in a bit. And we just wanted to really invite Curt on. So I'll let you take the floor, Curt, and you can share away.
Excellent.
I may have to make you co-host does it let you?
Yep, share screen, there it is. So let me pull this up and share. And everyone should be able to see my screen here.
Looking good.
Excellent. So Pictory is it is not mine. It is a software that allows you to do script to video, and they do a very good job at it. So let's back up about a year. A year ago, there was Vidnami. Vidnami was a great product to create videos on. You would be able to control speech. You were able to control the backgrounds. They use story blocks for their supplier for background images and videos. It was great up until the point that they sold off to GoDaddy and closed down service. GoDaddy still has not brought that service back live yet. So everyone was scrambling, how can we make our videos? Everyone was used to Vidnami. So I found Pictory. Pictory is a group of developers. They are in the Middle East, or in India, I believe, or Pakistan, but they understand the need and they stepped up and fulfilled that need. Script to video is the portion that they utilize. So what I did with Vidnami was you could upload a zip file with your text files, and I will show you exactly what I mean. I'm going to pull one up here in just a second. You look for test doc here. There we go. So I actually have text files, and I'll open one up so you can actually see what it looks like. And these are the actual text files. There's nothing special about them besides they're punctuated. The paragraph means nothing. It's just normal text like you would get from your article writer, Article Forge, whatever process that you're using, or even if you're purchasing PLR and utilizing it for PLR. So you have, let's say, multiple text files. You put them into a zip file. Then what we could do is I have an extension called Vid Automated. We click on that and it's going to ask us to choose the file. And I'm going to go to the desktop and I'm going to find it real quick and select it and choose open. And now we get to choose what format the video is going to be created at, landscape, portrait, or square. I'm going to choose square. Pictory allows you to put a texture behind your title page if you want it. I really don't like it, so I normally leave it to none, but we have all 20 different texture files that you could utilize. When you select it, it will update and let you see what that texture file looks like. So I'm going to go back to none. The themes, they have multiple different themes, and normally they're basically just colorant differences. Once you get to understand which theme is which, you're just going to go in and go to your favorite theme. Transitions, normally what I like fade in, fade out. However, there are multiple different ways that you can do it, but I'm going to go ahead and choose fade. Now they do have voiceovers that you could utilize, and these are, I believe, the Amazon Poly ones. So I like Justin the Child. I love that one. He's got a really good sarcastic voice, and I appeal to that. And then, of course, now you get to choose your background music. So you get to choose your mood. Let's say it's ominous or illuminating, and then what purpose do you want this for? And then, of course, genre. Do we want it horror? We could do that, and then we could choose what music that we want here at this time, and then go back. So Deep Waters is going to be the background music. Justin's going to be the voiceover. We're going to do fade. We're going to do theme 4. And it's going to do it on those documents inside this zip file. I'm not going to check mark download. Pictory works best whenever you upload it. It creates the scenes, and then you go away and you allow it to email you when it's done creating the videos. This is better for their server resources. And it's also better for your own mentality, because watching this work and sit on the page while it's trying to generate the videos is mind-numbing. But once again, that's the reason why we're doing automation. You can have as many files in your zip file as you want. Make sure they're all text files. And then you click start. And then boom, immediately you notice it's going to work. It's already put up the file, and you're going to notice my hands are free. I'm not doing anything. The Chrome extension is doing everything for me. And right now we're waiting on Pictory to find the media that goes along with the text that we've uploaded. So ours was investing, so I'm waiting for it to finish. So we'll just give it a few moments here. So has anyone here used Pictory or have Pictory? Because I know it was on a lifetime deal at one time.
I have used it, Curt, myself. Quick question, while this is running, like your other plugins, am I right in saying you can do things on other tabs or open another browser and this will still run?
Correct. So you could go here and let's go to Google. And then, of course, if we come back, it's still working. And if we click on this icon here, it'll catch up once it refreshes the page. Boom, it's still working. Yep. And as you see, it found that file, it selected the voice, it selected the theme, and now it's going through. It's now creating the scenes, and I've done nothing to that whatsoever.
You can actually take a piece of content you've created as a blog post for your site, right? Put that into here, generate a video, take that video and publish it out online, and you've got yourself a video related to an article that you've just gone and created.
Correct.
Wow.
Not only that, you can take the direct content. Now, I'm going to clarify this because I'm pretty sure it's not going to take spun content. It'll take regular content and turn it into that video file. But you could literally take the copyrighted pages of any website, take the text file for that, and then turn it into the video that's playing and saying what's already on that page.
Correct.
And then you can put this out into what I see is the big plus is then adding it to I'm having trouble with the name, Autoyive.
Autoyive, right? So once you upload the video to YouTube, grab that link. You could do it as a video link or embed it in posts. Yes.
Is there a maximum amount of text required?
Not to my knowledge. The articles that I'm putting in here are over 1,500 words each.
Wow. Nice.
And it's already done one, and it's on to the second one right now. So, and I can go away and then come back to it. We're just waiting on it. So if you can start it before you go to bed, you can do anything. Now you notice it's not downloading anything because Pictory is now running that one script in the background to generate the actual video. Once it's done, it emails my account saying, here's a link to your video. So then you could download it.
So when you get the video that you can play and you see there's an issue with it, is it editable or you just rerun it?
Very much so. So we'll let this one finish here real quick.
Don was asking in the chat, he said he missed the limited for Pictory, but he said, would it work with other programs or is it just Pictory?
It is just Pictory, but right now Pictory is also offering 30 days free.
Right.
So you could try them both out at the same time. You can
So
get
you
your
could
Pictory
sign up
account.
with you could sign up with both. Technically create, this is a bit naughty, but you could create like
Yes.
20, 30 videos, cancel for the time being,
Correct.
and you know, get them out there, making yourself some money, and then come back at a later time and sign up with this to build them ongoing.
Correct. Correct. You sure can. Or within that 30 days, earn enough money to where you don't care about the monthly fees for both. Sure.
Yeah.
Not a problem. So yes, whenever I created this a year ago. Matter of fact, a year ago yesterday. Yeah. That's whenever I started this actual piece of software, and I made it specifically for Vidnami until Vidnami went away. There's nothing I could have done about this. So I immediately got to work because I had customers that was using it, and I wanted to make sure that they could still do this. So I started hunting for an actual video creation software for me to interface with.
What I love about this, Curt, as well is it's something that you could quite easily chuck a job up on Fiverr, offering these videos and say, give me a script, and we will build videos with images that are related to what you're doing. You pop it into your extension, and boom, it's generated a video for you.
Correct. Correct. Now, keep in mind, it only works with text files. .txt. It will not work with a Word doc, but those are simple. File save as .txt. Done. So they could even give you 10 different articles. You really want to get people's attention? I will convert 10 articles to 10 videos for X number of dollars.
Yeah.
You're going to get a lot of traction on Fiverr or other gig locations. You may be able to do that inside of internet marketing.
You can start off cheap, first like $5, get a few in, get a few reviews, and then put the price up.
Correct. Correct. So this one is about ready to finish compiling, and then finding the voice, grab the song, grabs the theme, puts in the transition. Once this is done, it'll complete, and it'll say 3 of 3, done.
This is like Vidami on steroids.
Correct. So now let's go back to my projects. Now, these are the 3 that I just did. Now, granted, it's the same text over and over again, but someone was asking about how do you edit it? Well, you just click on it if you want to, and you can edit it. Here is some beautiful things about Pictory that's greater than Vidnami ever thought about. You could drag and drop the text anywhere you want it per slide. Vidnami never had that. Neither does Yive. Yive has its own video builder as well, but it's based upon upper left, top center, upper right. You have no control over it. This, you have total control. You can then also drag and drop. Let's move the video around how you want it, because these are yours. Not
to interrupt you, Curt, but after you edit that, you have to re-render it?
Right. You could save it, and then you can generate it as a video at that point in time if you want to edit it. Sure can.
Okay.
Sure can.
If you want to be super lazy, make sure your text is correct. Chuck it into the extension and let it run.
If you notice, it uses the punctuation to create the scenes. So it's doing 1 sentence per scene.
Yeah.
So therefore, this was quite a few sentences. So you're looking at 81 scenes.
I was going to say, how long is the video?
That's a long video. Let me actually pull up my account here. Let me come back over here to my projects. And I'm just going to pick on one of the ones I did earlier today. And I think I can preview it. Or, yep, preview. 12 minutes, which is the perfect length of time.
Yeah. So it's chuck your text file in, fire this up, and it'll make you 3 12-minute videos.
Correct. Now you're going to notice it says story blocks on there. That goes away once it renders.
Yeah.
What?
But a 1,500 word
that's currently
article.
Playing. Is there
Correct.
sound of the voice?
I'm not sharing audio.
Okay.
No, it's this one. You'd be actually able to hear the voice if I chose it for that particular project. Let me come back to one of the ones I just did.
I was just wondering if you could sample the voices somewhere.
Yes. So what we can do is underneath audio, you're going to have voiceover, and then you could play and hear the ones before you apply them.
Nice. Okay. Because some voices are spot on, and others just sound like I don't know what happened to them.
Right. The Justin is, like I said, is my favorite one. But Ivy's not bad. But I prefer on Matthew's not bad. I do really like Russell. And then of course, Ravina, very good.
And one more question, because I'm this is one of my pet peeves about stuff. Can you add in the music to the background at a lower volume?
You can adjust the settings. Let me look at the background music, and it's selected there. Audio settings, right there.
Nice. That's the bomb, because sometimes the music's so loud you can't hear the voice.
It defaults to 10%, so it's not overbearing.
Perfect.
Not for sure if you can hear that at all. Let me see if I could stop and reshare it with audio.
Yeah. I put the link in the chat, and I'm just nipping through Facebook just to share with people the link. I know Don asked, we need both products. You will need both of them to run, but there's a 30-day trial on both of them, so you can run it for 30 days for free, and then go, well, actually it's not for me, or yeah, I'll carry on using it.
It is a smart idea if you are looking forward to investing your money to make sure that you will be well taken care of when you are no longer able to take care of yourself.
Were you able to hear that?
Yeah.
Okay. So that gives you an idea of what you're going to notice. Most of my software are going to be Chrome extensions that are companionware to existing software. I find existing software and I try to make it better. And that's exactly what I've done.
So Don was asking, can you export the videos?
Yes. Yes. When you generate them, it will export them and it'll create them in an MP4 format.
Nice.
And I'm actually going to pull up my email. That way you could see when Pictory emails what you're going to be looking for.
Yeah.
So I'm going to share my screen here real quick.
So Curt, in your opinion, would it be a plus to take that script and add it to the YouTube video description?
Yes. Yes, absolutely. Here's the thing though, you're limited on the number of words in the YouTube video description. You still want to have your pertinent information and then the script.
Right.
So this one, as you saw, this is the actual email that came from Pictory. And then you can go to video, and then it's going to pull up the video to where we can actually download it. And right now I am running through my internet and sharing my screen at the same time, so it may be a little slower internet-wise.
Don, you could download the video, then import it into Camtasia, do anything else you want to any changes. Obviously, you can't easily edit the text because the text is inside Pictory, but you can quite easily do your text edit first, download the video, bung in Camtasia, and do what you want with it in Camtasia.
Correct.
I was just thinking how cool it would be that you can actually edit that text and add in the physical locations onto the videos that match the site. It would make them, I don't know if you want to, is the only option YouTube to have the videos stored?
No, you can put them in Vimeo as well. So here, you could download the video here. They also come with their own, you can download the SRT file. And if you don't know what an SRT file is, I'll pull it up for you. This actually gives you the time that is being spoken. And then this one's got the time that it's being spoken. This is huge because now you can include closed captioning on top of it. And YouTube loves that. Even if you already have text on the screen, upload the SRT file.
Right.
Do you have voice sync capability? So like if we don't use the AI, we can use our own and then sync it up?
Right, yes. Yes, you could do your own voiceover per slide. That is correct. So if you don't like the voice on this project, come to the actual project, and then you're going to click where it says add voiceover. You can record it or upload it for that particular scene.
Very nice.
So that is it.
That's awesome.
And I do have a special offer. I'm doing 30 days free. You get to kick the tires of Vid Automated, absolutely free. Pictory, 30 days, absolutely free.
You can have a play around, test it, make sure it's something suitable for you and what you're doing in your business. And if it's not, obviously you can say, okay, I'll get rid of it. If you like it, keep it. It's definitely something that's going to be useful in my business model as well.
Right. So let's say you buy a 10-pack of PLR. What are you going to do with it? Well, grab the text file, import it in here real quick. Now you've got 10 videos to go along with the 10 articles you just bought.
Yeah.
Or have had written for you. Vid Automated. And it's for sale. And I believe Steve and Robert's got the link for you.
I've put the link in the chat and also on Facebook as well,
Awesome.
which is good. And I was testing something out, but I don't think the link. I don't know if the link's working anymore. It was something I shared with you, Curt, Bamboo. I was just quickly seeing if the link still works or not. Because if it does, I can Inner Circle members will. So it doesn't look like it's up at the minute. I will.
Not sure your question there, Mike, about you can clone 10 to 80. You can make 80. You can keep editing until you make as many as you want.
Right.
But you're saying you do that.
Someone was asking what's the cost after the month. For Vid Automated, it's $27 a month.
Well, there it goes, guys. I mean, it's all depend. That's a business in a box on its own. For one, you can knock this out of the park, because this is when Benami dropped the ball and just left everybody hanging. This is on top of it. Plus, if you have Yide sites automated, you got everything together.
Exactly. Looks like Don was looking at this morning. Yes, kick some tires, please. I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid of people kicking tires. It's the reason why I do that 30-day. Try it out, because I know you're going to love it and keep it.
Now, something else for Inner Circle members only. There's a product called Bamboo, and I'm going to I'll be sharing a link to it in the members area that I shared with Curt. I'm not going to say too much because we're across various platforms. When we're only in the live view in a little while, I'll share that with the DFI members only video storage platform, which is really good. So and a lovely offer that I managed to get Curt that still looks like it's live.
Yes.
So
awesome.
So yeah. So thank you for that, Curt. I know you've got to get off to your other.
I do.
Your I Am Pub tonight.
We are.
And I'll give it a little promotion. Right? When we finish here, guys, there is a thing called the Iron Pub. I pop in occasionally. I might not be there tonight because I'm knackered. I might pop in for 20 minutes. I don't know yet. What's the link?
I'm going to put it in chat if that's okay.
Yeah.
There we go. Whereby.com/IamPub.
Yeah, so a whole load of IM marketers just meet up in there and have a chat and say hello, and it's just a general chatty room, really. There's nothing important.
Because most of us work alone, work at home, and like everyone else, we just need a little bit of wind down time. So that's what
and you could also nip over there when we finish in about half an hour, and go and say hello to Curt. He'll be in the room.
All right. I appreciate your time, and thank you for allowing me to come on here and talk to everyone.
No, really awesome, cool, Curt. That like, it just ignites me about video again, because Benami was a loss. And that really makes it look super nice, where like even Don said, if you do your own voiceovers, but half or 90% of the work is setting up all those slides, getting all that text on. I mean, it's just done. That's really cool.
Yep. And you don't have to wait. You don't have to watch. You don't have to drone on about it. You can just walk away right before you go to bed. So,
and they don't have to be books. They can be short, 30 seconds. They can be small ads. They can be whatever you want them to be. That's really a nice feature.
Yep, exactly.
Well, thank you, Curt. We do appreciate you.
All right, you guys take care. Have a great weekend.
You too.
Awesome. Thank you, Curt.
All right, bye-bye.
Marvelous. Well, always another useful product in the market. I always say to people, only get what you can afford. Don't overspend. All right. If it's something that you think you can use and it advances what you're doing in your work, then get it. Great. If not, put it to one side. I know Curt will always have that offer for us on board. If he ever stops, I will reach out to him for you guys in the inner circle. And anyone who messages me, if that offer is gone, I'm sure I can get a deal back. But I think he said to me he's planning on running the 30-day deal for quite some time anyway. And Pictory, I think, probably do a 30-day trial all the time themselves also. So if it's something not right now, you get it in a couple of weeks' time, but keep a note of the link. But it's just really, I think it's another great product that Curt's brought out. So. But we're going to come back now. Last week, pest control went disastrously wrong, and I found out
before you go too far. Does anybody have any other further questions on that topic? Just so we can end that off. Just so you guys are all good.
I was looking at it this morning versus some of the other video products I have. The storyboarding alone will save you loads and loads of time. So it looks like a killer product.
I agree with you, Don. How you doing, my friend?
Doing well, thanks. How are you?
Good.
We're all doing good, and it's been an interesting week. Lots of things happening, and this by the way, I was on watching a live that Curt does, and he showed that product. And I thought I've got to get him on here just to show you guys it. And like I said, if it's something that's ideal for you guys, then it's ideal. Bob says, "Oh, that disappeared too." Or did he take it out? Okay, there was a message up there, but it disappeared.
What does that mean? B-man's in witness protection.
So, last week we did pest control, and it did go wrong, and we always hold our hands up. Technical things happen, but we always find a way of resolving them. That's what we do with DFY themes. When you guys message us and go, "This isn't right," we get it fixed, and that's what we always try and do. A good example today, with things that are going on with Russia at the moment, there was a DNS server that went down that linked a path for the services that DFY DNSM, the NS1 and NS2 on that .com, that stopped that working for a little while. And I picked up, the moment it happened, I noticed it, and I was on to my guys, and they're looking into it. Anyway, it was because the server went down that caused problems with another server, and there's a big chain, and they cut it off. And then it all came back up. A lot of people wouldn't have even noticed. I know one or two people messaged me going, "Site's not working at the moment." But it wasn't down for that long, and I'm always aware. I've got alarms on my sites to warn me if something goes down. I'm normally aware of it before you guys are. So we keep on top of these things, and it's just one of those things that happens in the internet world and technology. You know, I'm sure everyone at some point has had a virus or their mobile phone break or computer break, you know, and you've got to get that sorted. And the difference with us is we will support our products every step of the way. And that's why we found another option for doing these installs. I did mention it in the group, and the build I'm going to do in a moment, I'm just going to open up my screen and share it. And hopefully you can see my screen. And so
there it goes. Yeah, now we got it.
You got it? Took a moment to come up. So I'm going to do this walkthrough of the install using WP Vivid and how it's changed. And if you guys like this tonight,
Steve,
and I get
before you get into that, real quick, I think everybody understands what the difference is, but rather than doing the builds the way we're currently doing, this is going to be a different way to do the build and the install. So it's going to change a little bit from how they're currently being done, but we feel in most cases this is going to reduce what, two steps minimum.
Yeah, it's basically, this will bring you right up to the point where you've got the content file, the content we supply you included, all right? And all you've got to do once you followed these steps, and we're going to be adding the video in when we update each of the downloads in your members area, it will say WP Vivid file, and a video will be above it showing you the install process right next to that. And then we're going to change the members area to have the rest of the training separate. So that's coming along. So I'm going to do this walkthrough now, and this will show you how we do the installs using WP Vivid and the slight changes. Here we go.
Okay, I'll shut up and stop interrupting you.
Cool. So first of all, I'm going to go to plugins, and I'm going to go to install plugins. I'm going to add new, and I'm going to go do a search for WP Vivid. I always do that. Hang on, let's just get rid of that dash. There we go. And click install now. If it says migration backup staging WP Vivid, you've got the right one with the blue cloud. I'm going to activate it. And then we're going to click on upload. And then we're going to select the file. Now, earlier I've downloaded it. And by the way, if you lose it at any point inside WP Vivid, it's on the menu on the left-hand side. We're going to click select files, and I've downloaded it earlier. So let me go and grab it. Where's it to? There we are. There's too many folders. Open. And we're going to upload now. So this will take a moment or two. I'm running this on my VPS, so it should be a lot quicker than normal because there we go. I've got a terabyte of speed or something stupid like that. Now we're going to hit restore and restore again, and just click OK. This will wipe over anything that's currently on the install, including usernames and passwords. Okay, and I'll show you in a minute how we change that once it's done the full restore. So WP Vivid will work its magic and pull all the files in. And now I'm going to log in. The logins for this will be in the members area also, underneath each of the videos. Just grab there we go. So I'm now logged in, and I'm now going to go to plugins, install plugins, and make sure Magic Page plugin is activated, which it is. And I'm going to enter my key. Let me press my privacy button to blur that out. And proceed. There we go. Next, we install the location. So actually, I think I might do Phoenix actually instead of the United Kingdom. So let's go down and find the database for Arizona. And tick there. Work our way down, make sure everything's sorted. And save settings. Just going to check Right, now I'm going to put the location in. Oh, that's quite high, so I'm going to lower it down. Bring it down again. That's a bit better. Update. Now I'm going to go to permalinks and just check the permalinks are right. Post name, and I'll just click save anyway. So make sure it's set to post name. And we go to users. So this is where we want to change the username. This is the default username that we supply with it. So we're now going to go into add new user. And I'll put my details in, and we've got the password there. I'll change that in a minute after we've done this. Okay, now we need to log out and log in as the new user you've just added with your data on. Go, click add. There we go. And then come back into users, all users, and we're going to remove the default one that we added in there, and tribe all content to your own. And so that way then the default one's gone, so no one else can get into your site. And now that's the site all pretty much set up. All that's left to do afterwards will be to go to the magic form and enter in your data, your business data, into the site. And that's pretty much, we're sort of there, I think. So what I will do next week is share the install of using the magic form, and I'll get the data put together. And as we go along over the coming weeks, we'll keep adding more and more data as we move along with like building the Facebook pages and bits and pieces like that to show you guys how we're doing it. And we'll monitor that site and see how well it's ranking. I'm doing that one and one other, and I'll share both links in the Inner Circle mentoring group, where you guys can go and have a look at both those sites as we move along. And we're going to get those sites ranked, and I'll show you how I'm doing that each week, really. For
the DFY builds, where this is going to work better is because the file size leaving from the members area, we know what that is. Now, in the future, after you guys have built your pages, the sites could be much larger in file size, and there may be some limitations on that if you try to keep rebuilding based on your built sites. So that's a forewarning in advance that if you added 500 pages to a website and then tried to do the same thing, it may not work as well.
Oh, I'm going to say goodnight to the normal Facebook groups, and we're going to stay in the Inner Circle and in Zoom. So good night.